Let me show you an AI tool that's quietly doing exactly that for normal people. Not tech geniuses, not Silicon Valley insiders. People with inboxes, deadlines, and too much work. This isn't hype. It's not I will change the world someday. It's something you can use today. And once you see how people are using it, you'll start noticing wasted time everywhere. The tool is ChatGPT, but not the way most people use it. Most people treat it like a toy. They ask random questions, they get random answers, then they say, cool, and move on. That's not where the time savings come from. The real power is using it as a thinking partner and work multiplier. Let me show you exactly what that looks like. Example 1. Writing that normally takes hours. Imagine you need to write something boring but important. An email, a report, a proposal, a script, a job application. Normally, this process looks like staring at a blank page, writing a bad first draft, rewriting it 3 times, second-guessing every sentence. That's easily 1 to 2 hours. With ChatGPT, the workflow changes. You don't ask it to write the thing. You tell it who it's for, what the goal is, the tone you want, any constraints. For example, write a clear professional email to a client explaining a 1-week delay without sounding defensive or apologetic. In seconds, you have a solid draft, not perfect, but 80% done. You then say, make it shorter, or make it friendlier, or rewrite this for someone who hates corporate language. Each edit takes seconds. What used to take an hour now takes 10 minutes. That's not a small improvement. That's a different way of working. Example 2, turning messy thoughts into clear plans. A lot of work time isn't spent doing, it's spent thinking. What should I do first? What's the best approach? Am I missing something? ChatGPT is extremely good at turning chaos into structure. Let's say you're planning a project, a presentation, a YouTube video, a business idea, a study plan. Normally, you'd jot messy notes, open 10 tabs, overthink everything. Instead, you dump everything into ChatGPT. Literally say, here's everything in my head. Organize this into a clear plan. And it does. It gives you steps, priorities, gaps you didn't notice. Not because it's smarter than you, but because it's not emotionally attached to the mess. People underestimate how much time is lost just figuring out what to do next. This removes that friction. Example 3. Research without the rabbit holes. Research used to mean Googling, clicking articles, skimming, getting distracted, forgetting why you started. ChatGPT flips this, and instead of asking, what is X? You ask, explain X like I'm new but not stupid. Compare X and Y in a table. Give me pros, cons, and real-world examples. You can even say, only include information from the last 2 years. Or, focus on practical use, not theory. You get clear explanations, structured answers, no ads, no fluff. This alone saves hours for students, creators, managers, and freelancers. Example 4. Repetitive work gets automated mentally. Here's a big one. A lot of people do repetitive thinking work, writing similar emails, creating similar documents, answering similar questions, summarizing similar content. ChatGPT remembers patterns. Once you like a result, you reuse the prompt. That turns into a personal template, a repeatable system, a mini assistant. For example, whenever I paste meeting notes, turn them into a clean summary with action items. Now every meeting takes 5 minutes to process instead of 20. Multiply that by weeks and months. That's real time coming back. Example 5. Learning faster, not harder. Learning something new usually feels slow because resources are scattered. Explanations are inconsistent. You don't know what matters. ChatGPT adapts to you. You can say, explain this visually. Give me a simple analogy. Quiz me on this. Explain it again, but simpler. You're no longer stuck with one teaching style. That alone speeds up learning dramatically. And faster learning means faster execution. Why this actually saves time and isn't just cool? The reason this tool saves hours isn't magic. It does three things extremely well: removes blank page anxiety, compresses thinking time, eliminates unnecessary steps. It doesn't replace your judgment, it accelerates it. People who say AI isn't that useful usually tried it once without a clear goal. People who save time with it use it every day for specific tasks. The mistake that wastes people's time. Here's the mistake. They ask vague questions. Help me with this. Write something good. Explain AI. Garbage input equals mediocre output. The moment you start treating ChatGPT like a junior assistant, clear instructions, clear context, it becomes incredibly efficient. You don't need perfect prompts. You need specific intent. This is where it gets interesting. Right now, most people are using this tool at maybe 10% of its potential. They use it occasionally, casually, randomly. But a small group of people are quietly building personal workflows, reusable prompts, AI-assisted routines. They're finishing work faster. They're less mentally drained. They're shipping more. And the gap between those two groups is growing. Not because one group is smarter, but because one group offloads the right tasks. So here's the real question. If a tool can save you an hour today, and another tomorrow, and another next week, what would you actually do with that time? Because the next wave of productivity isn't about working harder. It's about deciding what never needed to take that long in the first place.